Welcome! Today we're diving into the world of soft pastels and creating a vibrant up-close painting of a fly. Soft pastels are a favorite among artists for their rich, vibrant colors and unique textures. Made from pure pigment with just a little binder, they're similar to the consistency of chalk, but offer a much more saturated application. Soft pastels allow artists to layer, blend colors with ease, creating effects from smooth gradients to bold textures. Soft pastels have been used for decades because of their versatility and vividness. Artists often choose them for their tactile, hands on approach. You can blend with fingers, blending stumps, or even tissues. They're ideal for creating painterly effects, adding layers of depth and energy to pieces without needing brushes or water. However, they are hard to store because they smudge easily. You can apply a fixative to the final piece. However, I personally don't find this makes a significant enough difference in preserving them, and it also darkens and decreases the vividness of the pastels. Today's activity is designed to explore the unique qualities of pastel. We'll be sketching a simple fly, layering colors to create gradients, blending for a soft, realistic look, and adding details to make our piece pop. You'll see how the colors interact and how different techniques can help define textures and details, creating an artwork that's both lively and vibrant. Soft pastels may be messy, but they're fantastic for building up color, creating depth, and adding a unique dynamic quality to your art. To begin, we'll sketch out the basic shape of the fly. Start with a long oval for the body, a circle at the top, and a capital B, which will be the shape of the eyes. Don't forget to add four legs. It doesn't need to be perfect, just get a rough outline to guide us. Now, let's start our first pastel gradient. Using dark blue, then light blue, then dark green, light green, and yellow, apply the pastel using the side to get nice, thick, even coat all over the body shape. Lightly blend using your finger, tissue, or a blending stump. Start from the lightest color and work outward. Avoid overblending and go ahead and fill in any spaces to better define your fly's body. For the eyes, I used brown, a rusty orange, and cream. Blend gently to add a bit of depth without overdoing it. Let's add a second color gradient layer with small strokes this time to create texture on the fly's body. This time, we're going to let the colors naturally blend as we press slightly into the page. This is going to add dimension and visual interest. Add accent colors to soften any stripes created in the gradient. I'm using dark purple and turquoise. Notice I'm just layering without blending at this stage. Focus on building color layers and letting our eye mix the colors that appear side by side. I'm first using white to define the legs and antenna. Use a pointed edge to keep those lines thin and avoid letting them get too chunky. Now, using a thin black line, go over the legs, antenna, and we're going to section the body into segments. This will make the fly look more realistic. Really lightly, with only one swoop of your finger, blend the black lines to create a shadowy look on the body. This is going to give the fly some depth and a subtle blurry effect. Using white, we're going to create the outline of a wing shape. You can follow along with the way I do it or create your own organic wing shapes. Now use the white lines to section the wings. There's no right or wrong way to do this, but avoid sharp geometric lines. Go for an organic, natural look and make sure you're pressing firmly to get strong white pigment. You're going to blend between wing sections by pulling part of the white line into each section. You may need to go back and add extra white to achieve your desired look and avoid losing the really defined sections. Now let's make our fly stand out with an energetic pink background. Fill in the background and roughly blend. Pink provides a nice contrast and prevents the fly's colors from blending too much with the backdrop. I'm picturing this fly having landed on a big wad of bubble gum. Add scribbly pink lines around the fly. This optional step gives a buzzing atmospheric effect, almost like the fly's energy is vibrating around it. This step might seem strange, but it's sort of a trade secret of expert artists. For a cohesive, unified look, we're going to add pops of pink by outlining some wing sections with a thin pink line. We're also going to add pink and black hairs on the fly's body. Add any extra highlights or details you feel will enhance your artwork. Use white or black to bring out certain wing areas or define parts of the body. Optionally, you might consider adding some hair to the legs or some other interesting details. This is totally up to your artist's intuition.